Good morning, my friends. It is Wednesday, February 5th. Today I am bringing you the meeting highlights for this week's topic and my weigh-in. Or not, because I didn't weigh in yesterday. So you know I go to my workshop on Tuesday evenings. Last night I had every intention of going, and then I don't want to call it an emergency meeting because it wasn't actually an emergency. There's no emergency with the drama club, but we needed to have the other woman who's in charge of the drama mamas and myself needed to meet last night just to figure out some details. And last night was perfect for her, and I think I have a busy life. She's really got a busy life. She works full time in a pretty big position at a college, and she's going for her doctorate, I think. So she's crazy busy. So she could meet last night. So I said, okay, fine. Not a problem. We'll meet. So we did, and it was very productive. And so I missed my meeting, but I do have the card. And I did not weigh in, but I did weigh myself this morning on my home scale, which is always very different than WW. But according to my home scale, it looks like I'm up about a pound, which means I'm probably up about a 0.2, because my scale weighs about 0.8 heavier than WW's scale. So I'll take it. That's, to me, staying the same. It's maintenance. So I'm anxious to get back next week to WW and get on their scale. That being said, I did decide, and here's a little hint for you, that for this week, at least, I'm going to just switch over to the purple plan. I love blue. Don't get me wrong. Love blue. It's how I lost all my weight. But I feel like for me and my body and my hormonal issues and my thyroid issues, that switching things up once in a while is not a bad thing. Now, when I do my full day of eating, I track all 3 plans for you guys. So I am pretty much always well within my points on all 3 plans. So is it a mental head game? Yeah, probably. But I decided to switch over to purple for at least a week just to shake things up a little bit. See if I can get off. I'd like to get off like 2 pounds, especially because we're supposed to be going away the weekend of Valentine's Day. I'm not sure if that's happening yet. So I'd like a little bit of a cushion there. And I'm also really trying to get a little bit lower before mid-March comes, because the week of the play is insane, and I do not cook any night that week pretty much. We pretty much eat on the fly. Just not home cooked meals. It'll be like sandwiches and wraps and picky plates and stuff like that. So it'll all be good food. It's just not sitting down to a meal. So I'd like to kind of just get a little bit ahead of the curve. And I'm going to try switching, like I said, to purple this week. And then maybe the week before the play, I don't know, just to kind of shake my body up a little bit. Keep it guessing, keep it different. That being said, let me have a sip of tea, and then we're going to get to the meeting highlights. I apologize. It's been a busy morning, and I haven't had my tea yet. Okay, so the topic is our guide to 0-point foods. 0-point foods. You either love them or you hate them. I know there's a lot of people that feel the 0-point foods do not keep them accountable, and they can tend to overeat them. Then there's people, and I'm one of them, who absolutely love the 0-point foods because I feel like they make great building blocks. Excuse me. Great building blocks. So love them or hate them, we have them, and we should utilize them to the best of our ability. So this says, 0-point foods are healthy, easy to have on hand, and 0 smart points value. That means that you can enjoy them without weighing, measuring, or tracking. I don't agree with that. I just don't. Now, guys, you know I am the biggest cheerleader that WW has, but I don't agree with everything, and that's one thing I don't agree on. Now, I do not weigh, measure, or track my vegetables because they're vegetables, but I still weigh, measure, and track my lean proteins, my fruits. On purple this week, I will still weigh, measure, and track my potatoes and my rice and things like that because I need to. because I like to eat and I like volume. And if you're telling me a potato 0 points, I'm not looking for that baked potato, I'm looking for that baked potato. But if I'm measuring out 5 ounces, I'm better for it. Now, that's just me. Everybody's different. Some of you might not need to do that. I do. So I do disagree with WW on that. I think you should know how much you are eating. Okay, rant over. So that means you can enjoy them without weighing, measuring, or tracking, regardless of which color you're on. They add major flexibility to your Smart Points budget, and they're also pretty delicious. Our studies have found that members can incorporate 0 point foods into everyday eating and still lose weight. In fact, since introducing these foods, members have been more successful. What to do? Pick 1 or 2 tips from the card to help you make the most of 0 point foods this week. So tip number 1, start building your meal with a 0 point base. We love cauliflower rice. I don't love cauliflower rice. And top it with a protein, veggies, and a tasty sauce. I agree with the rest of that. I'm not a big fan of cauliflower rice. I don't mind it mixed in with some regular rice, but you know what I always say, whatever you do or eat to lose the weight, you have to do and eat forever to maintain it. I'm not eating cauliflower rice forever. Once in a while is okay, but I love me some real rice. So, and I love me Chinese food, and they use real rice, not cauliflower rice. Anyway, I'm really ranty today, aren't I? I apologize for that. I'm a little hyped up today. I totally agree though. Start with a 0 point base, and you know, being on the purple or the blue plan, you can start with a 0 point protein. You know, start with a beautiful piece of chicken, a beautiful piece of salmon, and build on it. That's what I do. You know, like we're having a chicken dish, I know that protein is going to be 0 points, so I can add deliciousness to that, because you know, I've said it 100 times, I am a sauce girl. I love my sauces. So I love to have my meat drowning in a sauce or something like that. So start with 0 point food and build on it. Don't be afraid to use your points. We need the healthy fats. We need the dairy. We need the whole grains. Use your points for those. Start with the 0 point foods and build. Build by getting in your healthy guidelines. Build by getting in all those things we need in our diets. Number 2, choose right for you portion sizes based on what you'd normally eat. You can always have more if you're still hungry. Don't grab for the biggest piece of chicken or the biggest piece of fish. Look at a normal portion and weigh it. Weigh that piece out and see, because let me tell you, I have portion distortion. I do. I'll look at something and go, oh yeah, that looks like about 3 ounces of chicken. Yeah, it's 8. Portion distortion. We all have it. So, you know, I don't want to use the word normal, but look at a regular size portion. Look at a, you know, it doesn't have to be 3 ounces. Like go up to 5 ounces on your chicken, because, you know, I dropped my card. I have to pick my card up. I'm sorry. I'm a hot mess today. It's Wednesday. We'll blame it on it being Wednesday. So, you know, definitely keep an eye on the portions, even on your 0 point foods. Number 3, going out to dinner on Saturday? Lean on 0 point foods during the week so you'll have weeklies and rollovers to spend. 100% agree. 100% agree. Stock up. Stock up those weekly points. You know, you can bank 4 a day. You can do that. You know, if you're on blue and have 23 points, eat 19 points and keep rolling those 4 over. And by Saturday night, you'll have a beautiful bank of points you can use and maybe have something that you normally wouldn't have. You know, have lower point. You can have a beautiful low point meal that will keep you satisfied and happy, you know, at home. So you'll be able to roll those points over. I mean, honestly, chicken and veggies for dinner. That's 0 points. Throw in a whole grain or a complex carb for another 3 points, 4 points. You have a great dinner. It'll keep you full. It'll keep you satiated. It's good, healthy food. And then you can roll points over. And, you know, it might be hard while you're doing it. Like, oh, you know, I really want to have that Built Bar for an extra 3 points. But I really want to roll over 4 points. What I do is I look ahead. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, you do kind of want that now, but Think about it on Saturday. You can have that extra piece. You know, you're going to the restaurant that has your favorite warm rolls that they bring out, and you can have a roll instead of the Built Bar. You can have Built Bar anytime, or you can have popcorn anytime, but you're only going to this restaurant once in a while and you want that roll. So I kind of look ahead and look forward to things, and that really helps me. I'm trying to think of a good, like, solid example for that, like not just a general one like I gave you, but of course I can't think off the top of my head right now. But definitely look forward to things, and that helps you put in perspective what you're eating in that day. And also don't forget, real quick, off topic a little bit, but if you are going out to dinner, you need to remember what kind of meal you are having. Is it a replacement meal or is it a celebration meal? Because they are totally different. If you're going out to dinner just because you don't feel like cooking, or just because it's what you do on Saturday, or something, that's a replacement meal. So eat like you would eat if you were home. Skip the appetizer unless you're getting a 0-point appetizer. Skip the dessert if it's a replacement meal, and eat like, you know, order something that you would make for yourself at home. Order a nice piece of grilled chicken, a nice piece of grilled fish, something like that. It's a replacement meal. Now, if you're going out for a celebration meal, if you're celebrating someone's birthday, an anniversary, an accomplishment, then use those extra points for a beautiful appetizer or a fantastic dessert. But always keep in the back of your mind, because, you know, if you do go out every Saturday, we usually go out once a week, and it's not a celebration meal every week. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it's just a replacement meal. So kind of keep that in mind. I know that was a little off topic, but that's a thing I've talked about often on my channel. Number 4, reach for 0-point foods when you want a snack, especially if you're out of points for the day. When you're out of points, stop eating points, especially if it's just a snack, or especially if you're just feeling hungry. Look for those 0-point foods, your fruits and veggies, your hard-boiled eggs, your lean proteins, your Greek yogurt. Throw something in there. If you don't like just Greek yogurt, throw something in there to make it taste good. But reach for something 0-point if you're already out of points, because they do make a great filler. And the 0-point foods are based on healthy foods that we need, healthy foods that are going to keep us full and keep us satisfied. You know, if you're on the purple plan, then you have a little bit more variety. You have popcorn that you could grab. You have, you know, a potato, like make half a baked potato or something. So there's definitely options there. Number 5, don't eat only 0-point foods. Limiting yourself to certain ones is a recipe for boredom. Amen. Yes. Makes me a little crazy. You know, I see in my Facebook group all the time, oh, you know, what's the best pasta to use? Oh, I only use zoodles. Oh, I only use zoodles. I only use zoodles. You know, I want 0 points. Okay, that's fine. Once in a while, it's fine. But think about it. Are you only going to eat zoodles for the rest of your life? You're probably not. If you are, good for you. I'm not. Mix them with pasta to make it go a little further, yes, but to eat them just all the time by itself, if you can do it and you plan on making that your lifestyle, that's one thing. But when I hear, well, I'm eating this now, so, you know, when I hit goal, I'm going to start adding in the pasta and this and that. That's not going to work, because your body's going to get used to those zoodles and it's going to be mad at you for adding back the pasta. So you need to eat what you love and love what you eat, and figure out early on in your journey how to fit in those foods. Fit in the real pizza, fit in the real pasta, fit in the real rice. Because if you strictly stick to 0 foods, yes, there are 200 on the blue plan. You're going to get bored, because there are millions of foods out there that you're going to want to try and you're going to want to eat. So incorporate them in on your journey, because it's important. Trust me, I've been on Lifetime for a year and a half, and I know how important it is. Just like the chocolate cake, it's important to incorporate that into, and that's not 0 points. No matter what Pinterest tells you, there's no 0-point cake. So expand, don't just limit. Use them as a building block. Add stuff to them. And finally, last but not least, because I've talked way too long, discover new 0-point meal ideas in the WW app on Connect or on the back of this card. Sometimes we need a 0-point meal. Sometimes we do, because we went out to brunch and we indulged and we had a beautiful 20-point brunch or 23-point brunch. And now we're out of points. So we need a 0-point dinner, and that's okay. It's not okay every day, but it's definitely okay to do sometimes. And you can have a 0-point dinner. A beautiful plate of veggies and a piece of grilled chicken, a piece of grilled fish and a beautiful plate of veggies. It's possible, it's doable. Some vegetable soup, some crock pot taco soup, I think. I mean, I know that's a huge thing. I don't eat it because I don't eat beans, but there's a lot we can do with 0-point foods when you need them, and that's what they're there for. So that is the topic today, is our 0-point foods. Let me know in the description box below what your favorite 0-point food is. I think mine are definitely the lean proteins and seafood, because I could eat fish every day of the week. But hard-boiled eggs, man, they're my go-to. When I'm hungry, when I need that little bit of fuel, that burst of protein, I reach for a hard-boiled egg. I keep them in my fridge all the time. So let me know down in the comments what your favorite 0-point food is. And on the back, it says Zero Hero, vegetable soup with salsa verde. It is 0 points on all plans. Onions, peppers, salt, garlic, cumin, chili powder, tons of ingredients, lots of spices. Fire roasted tomatoes, chicken broth, cilantro, Greek yogurt to top it with. If you're on blue or purple, throw some chicken in there, it says. If you're on purple, throw some brown rice or some sweet potato in, and it'll still stay 0 points. So there is a 0-point soup for you to give a try. Will I make it? Honestly, probably not. I have the soups I like, and I don't mind spending a little bit of points on a good vegetable soup because I've been addicted to my vegetable soup lately. I have one container in the freezer still. So that's it. I am sorry I talk so long. I just can't shut up when I talk to you guys, because you know WW is a passion of mine, and I love talking about it, and I think it's the best plan out there. So thank you for listening, and I will also be filming a full day of eating today that will go up tonight if I have time to get it up. We have an appointment with the accountant tonight, so we will see where that takes us. And that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment below and let me know what your favorite 0-point food is, or how you incorporate 0-point foods into your daily eating. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I would really love it if you would hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. It slays me when I look at my analytics and 47% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribed. Come on, people, hit that subscribe button. All you need is an email address. It's free, 100% free to subscribe. So that's it for me. Have a great day. Stay on plan. And if you stumble, get right back up and keep on going.